Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Chen Gong catches and releases Cao Cao. Cao Cao escapes from Dong Zhuo's residence and runs towards his hometown, Qiaojun County. On the way, he passes Zhongmo County and is captured by guards and taken to the county magistrate. Cao Cao pretends to be a merchant. The county magistrate looks at him carefully and recognizes him to be Cao Cao. When he was seeking an official position in Luoyang, he met him before. He orders to put Cao Cao in jail and offers him wine and food. At midnight, the county magistrate secretly brings Cao Cao out and takes him to the back hall for interrogation. He asks, "I heard that the Prime Minister treats you well. Why do you bring disasters upon yourself?" Cao Cao replies, "How can a sparrow knows the ambition of a swan? Since you have caught me, you can turn me in and ask for a reward. Why ask so much?" The county magistrate dismisses his attendants and says, "Do not underestimate me. I'm not an ordinary official. I haven't met my master yet." Cao Cao says, "My ancestors have been eating the salary of the Han house for generations. If I don't think about repaying the country, what's the difference between me and beasts? I have humbled myself to serve Dong Zhuo because I want to seek an opportunity to get rid of him to eliminate the harm for the country. Now that my plan failed, it's heaven's will." The county magistrate asks, "Where are you heading now?" Cao Cao replies, "I will return to my hometown, issue an edict, and summon all the lords across the country to raise troops to punish Dong Zhuo." Upon hearing this, the county magistrate unties Cao Cao and bows twice. "You are truly a loyal and righteous man." Cao Cao also bows and asks the county magistrate's name. "My name is Chen Gong. I am grateful for your loyalty, and I'm willing to give up my position to follow you." Cao Cao is very happy. That night, Chen Gong prepares some travel expenses and rides together towards Cao Cao's hometown, Qiaojun County, each carrying a sword. After 3 days of travel, they arrive at Chen Gong County. It's getting dark. Cao Cao points his whip at the deep forest and says, "There is a man named Lü Boshe, who is my father's sworn brother. Let's go and stay with him for the night." The two get off their horses in front of a farmhouse. Lü Boshe meets them and says, "I heard that the court has sent warrants to capture you. Your father has already fled to Chenliu. How did you get here?" Cao Cao tells him about the past and says, "If it weren't for Chen Gong, I would have been crushed into pieces." Lü Boshe bows to Chen Gong and says, "If it weren't for you, my nephew, the Cao family would have been wiped out. You can sit down and sleep in the thatched cottage tonight." After saying that, he gets up and goes inside. After a long time, he comes out. "I don't have good wine at home. I will go to the West Village to buy some." After saying this, he gets on his donkey and leaves. Cao Cao and Chen Gong sit for a long time. Suddenly, they hear someone sharpening a knife from the back of the cottage. Cao Cao says, "Lü Boshe is not my real uncle. His absence is suspicious. We should check it out." When the two quietly approach to the back of the cottage, they overhear someone says, "Tie up and kill. What do you guys say?" Hearing this, Cao Cao says, "There it is. If we don't act first, we will definitely be captured and sent to Dongzhuo for a reward." The two men then draw their sword and go straight in, killing everyone, regardless man or women, a total of 8 people in a row. When they search inside the kitchen, they see a big pig tied up and ready to be killed. Chen Gong says, "Cao Cao, you are too suspicious. We mistakenly killed honest fox." The two hastily mount their horses to leave the cottage. About 1 mile away, they see Lü Boshe riding a donkey with 2 jars of wine, as well as some fruits and vegetables. Surprised, Lü Boshe asks, "Why are my dear nephew and friend leaving? I have requested my pals to kill a pig to treat you." Cao Cao ignores him and moves his horse forward a few steps. Then he suddenly draws his sword and turns around, calling Lü Boshe, "Who is that over there?" When Lü Boshe looks back, Cao Cao swings his sword and chops Lü Boshe under the donkey. "It was a mistake earlier. What it is now?" exclaims Chen Gong in shock. Cao Cao says, "When Lü Boshe returns home and finds that many people have been killed, how could he stop? If he leads the crowd to chase, I am doomed." Chen Gong says, "Killing him knowingly is just a great injustice." Cao Cao responds, "I'd rather let the world down than let the world let me down." Chen Gong is silent. They walk for a few miles and stay at an inn overnight. After feeding the horses, Cao Cao goes to sleep first. Chen Gong thinks to himself, "I thought Cao Cao is truly a righteous man. That's why I gave up everything following him. But it turns out that he is such a wolf-hearted person. He wants to draw his sword to kill Cao Cao, but suddenly changes his mind and says, 'I followed him here for the country. It's unjust to kill him. It's better to abandon him and go somewhere else.' He leaves for Dongjun before dawn." Cao Cao wakes up and does not see Chen Gong. He thinks, "He must have abandoned me and left hearing me saying that." He mounts his horse and rides straight to his hometown. In the name of the emperor's command, Cao Cao issues a false edict of the declaration of war against Dongzhuo and raises the banner of loyalty and righteousness throughout the country. He donates his own family wealth and asks help from wealthy people. They raise a white flag to recruit volunteers. In a short time, there are numerous people coming, including Yue Jin, Li Dian, and their friends Xia Houyuan, Cao Ren, Cao Hong. Cao Cao trains his army and prepares to raise the troop. How do you like the story so far? More splendid scenes to be followed. See you next time.